want to jump into a little bit because I know I asked you this before as well. What's and maybe it's the same similar question, but I am curious. Like, what's something you wish that more of your clients were aware of besides probate? That you're like, gosh, I wish more people knew X, Y, and Z.
Okay, that's a great question. So, of course, I would love for them to understand the value of doing this planning and all the different documents. So just to give a little overview, so an estate plan would really include, the typical estate plans that I do are a living trust, pour over wills, which are just very short wills that basically direct that assets that aren't in the trust for any reason at the time of death go into the trust. It's like a little safety net. In terms of how assets should be distributed. So healthcare directives, powers of attorney, and then what I do because I focus my practice on minor children, I do a more enhanced child protection planning. So for example, for people that maybe don't know to plan, they might just think that, okay, naming a guardian for your child in a will is sufficient. But it's not. It's a great place to start. And so the reason for that is a will only comes into play if you pass away, not if you become incapacitated. So I guess this is just going back. So for parents, this is answering the question for parents with minor children. So there's so much additional extra ways we can protect our kids. Again, I touched on a little earlier having the short-term legal guardians for event of any emergency, also putting into place powers of attorney for adults to do things on behalf of the children, whether to take them to doctors, so kind of like a HIPAA form for children, and then some other documents as well that really make sure the kids are totally protected. So I guess it's not just about understanding the value of planning, but understanding that robust planning, not just doing the minimum, that a plan can really fail and not do what it's supposed to do if you don't do it in a really comprehensive way. And I guess I'll just use this opportunity also to share something else where a lot of people think that estate planning is just about the documents. And it is, and to a degree. The documents, of course, are incredibly important. Probate won't be avoided. Your children won't, likely be appointed the guardians that you choose. But one of the things that I consider to be part of every plan is also passing down a personal legacy, not just a financial legacy or a legal legacy. And what I mean by that is we are rich, even if regardless of the money that we have in the bank or in stocks and real estate, we have rich stories, family histories, how we met our partners, how we came to be where we are in our lives, our hopes and dreams for our loved ones. And to me, that is such an integral part of planning and legacy. And so I actually do incorporate that with all my plans, where once we get the documents in place and we get the trust funded, I actually do recorded interviews with all my clients so that we can actually pass down this part of the legacy with the bank accounts and the real estate.